coin a go.
Head is the call.
Heads is the call by janakpurBolts.
And it is head.
Heads it is.
Bowling.
Right, you won the toss. What's the decision and why, Anil?
We're going to bowl first.
Of Rajbansi and Mohsin are key. The top order have been exceptional. The only
Yes,
All
slipping.
set.
Rightly so. First runs on the board here for Pokhara Avengers. Dinesh Karel gets off the mark, and so that's in the air. That's flared away. First four from the bat of Gauss, and he's started off with some intent in the middle. It was far and wide, and he launched into that one.
That'll make the Avengers dugout a little more relaxed. Why? One thing you can't do on the surface is give width. And every time the bowlers have given width, it's gone for boundaries. And Andreas Gauss takes full toll. Partnership of the tournament.
He's picked that up beautifully. How quickly he got into position. That's the first home run as well. The Siddharth Bank maximum comes to you in the second over of this innings.
Draw on him. He actually rode the bounce. Didn't want to keep it down. Hit from low to high. And he got maximum reward. That will make him feel a lot better. The Avengers dugout will relax a bit as well. That's a good pickup shot. Got what it deserves. The whole stadium on fire.
Nicely played. Gets enough bat on it. He's just got his boot on time. We'll have to wait and watch, but he's done well. Because the momentum was with him, so he was moving into the boundary ropes. Yeah, but very dangerous. I would not really recommend this kind of a save, but by the end of it, if you're really committed into saving runs, you can do anything and everything, and that's the right decision as well. Great job there, Buddhi Pradhan.
But that was a terrific shot. Didn't try and hit it hard. Beautiful position. Weight going into the shot. Everything right about it. Andreas Gauss. That's dangerous to my...
Lovely shot. Good use of his feet. Premeditated. No half measures there. And that's a very fine strike.
Last game, Andreas Gauss has made a huge difference to this lineup. Down the wicket. And hit that through the line. This was on the stumps all right, but the length was too full. Taken full toll off. Very good. The lengths have been superb. The lines have been hitting the stump, challenging the batter.
Well, this time, Andreas Gauss says enough is enough. Picks the length quickly, rocks back, and dispatches that over long on. That's a very fine strike.
For this tournament, we are at an altitude, remember, 1,500 meters above sea level. And the balls are going to travel if you hit them well. Key to that for the Avengers.
Gets stuck underneath this one. Fielder coming underneath, taken as well. One too many. That's a very fine catch by Asif. And Lalit Rajbanshi, each time he's been hit in the tournament, he comes back to get the wicket as well. As they say, revenge is the dish best served cold.
To throw it up. Look at that. Well flighted. It was there for Andreas Gauss. He took the bait, but just the bat turned in his hand, could not get the distance. Rajabanshi's experience gets him a wicket. Andreas Gauss departs.
Pulled into the air, fine leg comes around and holds on to a fine catch. It's the youngster, Tulbahadur Thapa. That's an excellent grab, and the man Carell, who plies his trade down in Auckland, is dismissed by the New Zealander.
a little bit taller than he looks, Jimmy Neesham, and therefore he gets a little bit more bounce, and he comes onto the bat a little bit quicker than you expect, but that's a fine grab at short, fine leg. Had to backpedal, judged it to perfection.
With that responsibility quite brilliantly. Really good stroke. That'll be 4. Hitting with the spin, very safe. Gets a boundary, the skipper.
Because there's a slip in place. We saw Shikadawan Naba catch that slip with an attempted reverse sweep the other day. But this is played to perfection.
Oh, now how is this missed? Malantha thinks he might have his man. Did Bertel's back foot just leak out? Durganatsu Betty says, I'm not sure. Let's go upstairs and get a look. What a beautiful delivery. Over to Buddy Pradhan. Did he sneak out? So often the keeper knows. Bertel will have to trudge off. Another mini battle of the Nepal national team players is having just hit that boundary. He's gone for 6. It's 45 for 3. Yes. Good use of the feet from Dilip Nath. Does he find the gap? Oh, yes, he does. One bounce across the boundary. That's going to be a Super 4 powered by Encel 4G. Really good swift footwork.
Heading with the turn. Didn't middle it, but the important thing is he found that gap between those two men patrolling that leg side boundary, the long on and the deep mid wicket.
Over. Picked up. Now, has he got enough of this? Put down. Oh, that should have been taken. And it's the captain, Anil Shah. It's going to be a...
The trouble when wicket keepers go into the outfield. No, he should have held on to this. It's 4 as well. That's just to make matters worse for the fielder.
This is where you need a really good captain of a young wrist spinner. Ironically, it's the captain. Got to love your young wrist spinners. Look after them. How often do you see this? Ball after a drop catch. He's pumped out of the ground. I feel for Tulbahadur Thapa here. What is Anil Shah going to do?
Moment that he bowls the ball very, very slowly, which if you miss your length, it's just very simple for someone of Critchley's ability to get himself into position to put it away.
You're spot on. He's not right now quick enough through the air. It's to continue to...
This is an appeal, and the finger does go up. It did look fairly straight. He looks very unhappy, Dilip Nath. Very, very unhappy, but the finger's gone up, and he's got to...
That was a very good start to the over from Mohammad Mohsin. Yeah, that looked adjacent, unless it was spinning outside the off stump. It was a wrong one. Dilip Nath not happy at all, but the umpire was Kanbola, Mohammad Mohsin. Dilip Nath has to work out. He's made 11 of 14.
Goes over the top this time, and it's another misfield. Through the legs and on the ropes. Unfortunate for the bowler, Harsh Tucker. The over ends with a boundary. 12 gone. They don't have the funds. Pulled away. And it's in the gap. It's going to be a boundary to end yet another over. The Avengers just getting a hold of the ball. The 13th over gone, 85 for 4. Yeah, which is why it's been so impressive. As we see a boundary there, rolls right across the carpet. Good looking shot from Matt Critchley. And the runs continue to flow for the Avengers. Boundary in almost every single over in the last 3 or 4 overs now.
Critchley's been very good off the back foot. He's almost sitting back every ball to strike off the back foot, and that was good. He almost took it from the keeper's glove. Late.
Oh, he has an opportunity. Surely, surely. Here is the breakthrough, yes. And it is that man, Rajbanshi, who does it again.
Oh, he's the man with the golden arm. And he's certainly made it count. Given him the ball and he's done the job for the team. This time gets the very big wicket of Matthew Critchley. This time this one got a leading edge and a very fine catch at long off. Half the side back in the dugout. Critchley's innings comes to an end.
He's put one down already this morning as the skipper, but he hangs on to this one. Critchley goes for walking in the slow down.
That's a good strike. Long levers, goes the distance and gets off the mark with a fine home run as well. That's a Siddhartha Bank maximum. Good strike. Just watch it sail if you're a fielder, and if you're a spectator, get ready to catch it. That's because Michael Leask only believes in 6s and 4s. He's striking it really well.
Forget the highest score, forget the average. It's the strike rate that matters here at the back end. And Michael Leask has an impressive one. And those are two very, very big hits. Already striking it at 280, courtesy of the two maximums, 14 or 5 deliveries. He's got a little bit of time here to do some damage. Well, everyone will commend that young man for that vantage point, but come on, buy a ticket, come in the ground.
Just to give you an idea how far, how high, and where he's positioned himself to watch this game. There he disappears, expressions. That's in the air, over deep backward point. What a way to start over number 19. And what a way to welcome Neesham into his spell as well. Leask is on fire and in his elements as well.
But he's hit 3 Siddhartha Bank 6s. To be so strong to get the ball over cover all the way. Well, Jimmy Neesham, it doesn't matter where you put your fielders. At least hitting them over them. Captain get in on the action.
That's taken on the full. He's got a lot of height on this one. Fielder coming underneath, and it's been pouched as well. He'll not drop many, Anil Kumar Shah, the captain. And this certainly comes in as a very...
I think Reefer will be disappointed in missing out here. He's a strong man, and this is a full toss. Every day of the week you'd expect to hit that out the ground. Instead it goes high, and the skipper hangs on to another cracker.
How much of bat he's got on that one? Not much. That'll be pouched as well. 3 dots. The pressure was building, and it eventually tells as well as Leask departs. This one being a wicket and another dot as well.
What an over this is proving to be here from Kishore Mahoto. Toe end, pace taken off, simple catch in the deep. Not a run has been scored off this final over. Michael Leask.
Another higher. And fielder getting underneath, it's been put down. I'll tell you what, they've mixed brilliance with mediocrity in the middle this morning. Janakpur Bolts, and they've gotten away as well as the Avengers finished their 20 overs with 138 for 7. And fair to say, it's the...
All the way to the final, beat India on penalties.
Well, the thing that really impresses me about Nepal compared to other countries is the number of juniors that they have coming up through the system. They're going to start things off.
Oi!
Oh, that's going to be 5 wides down the leg side.
No look, brother.
He's quick, but just a little bit erratic on that occasion. What about your experience in and around the group? The head coach, Rajiv Kumar, he's someone who's really experienced. Has that
Catch it!
edged
Oh,
and
no.
edged in between the keeper and the first slip? Oh, could have been the first wicket. Maybe miscommunication between Dilip Nath and Michael Leask. Oh, real chance for the first one.
But right down the middle.
Oh, now surely, yes, this is gone. It just skids on. He's always going to challenge the inside edge. Khatri. No turn, wraps into the pad. And Anil Shah, well, he's had a day to forget.
The field when you're batting, just not getting into the groove of things today, Anil Shah, and it's an easy dismissal. Not very hard for the umpire on that occasion. Good celebration as well as Bipin goes for the skipper. Anil Kumar Shah back.
And you have to remember the national sport for about 65% of the country up in the hills. That's where the game is at. Volleyball, they love it. This one's helped around the corner. Oh, what an effort. That would have been truly exceptional. But the catch goes down, it's 16 for 1. That was as good as you'll see down at long on. Glorious stroke. Just a couple of bounces and should have the momentum to get into the rope. Definitely trying to hit up and over. As Asif Sheikh goes, God, I thought I hit it better than that. I thought it was going to race to the rope.
And this is all top class. Held it as well as it sails over the bowler's head. And with that, it's 4 education kits for school children for every 4 that's scored.
In the air, but safe, and that will race away. You don't want to give Lahiru Malantha a life. And the tournament's leading run scorer continues to accumulate.
Well, the runs keep flowing in the form of wides or extras, and this time off the bat. It was driven really well right through the covers. Malantha continuing where he left off in the previous game. Good looking stroke this for 4 runs. They've raced on to 26 for 1. That required rate is just 6.5. They need to...
Hammered. That's not a good delivery. A half volley miles outside the off stump. Help yourself time for Lahiru Malantha.
Yeah, going a little too wide. But he does really well. He does reach for it, but he has total control of it. Gets his arms nice and through the ball. And dispatched over the covers. 1 bounce 4. Great looking stroke. Showing all his class.
Edged away. It's going to be 4 more. The last one was a cracking stroke. This time it's a fortuitous one. Better delivery, but with 3rd up in the circle, it's always a...
Back-to-back boundaries. This time a bit of luck. We could call it good placement as well. Just gets a thick outside edge, powered by Ensel. This boundary runs away for 4 runs.
Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's another boundary for the left-hander. He is so at home here in Nepal. He's loved batting on these surfaces, and he's...
Width on offer, but pounced on it. He's got those arms free. He's hit that well in front of square. Narayan Joshi's got to get his radar right. He keeps giving width. He's just going to be punished. He hasn't got the express pace. So he's got to be deadly accurate. Look at that. And he's striking a post as well for the camera.
Down the ground and 4 more.
That's power. He's just raced to 29 of 18. His partnership is 42 of 29. And this is running away with the power play at the moment. Last over of power play is so important. You need to come out with momentum going your side. But unfortunately, that's not.
Oh, misfield. Misfield. That will bring another boundary. Another Super 4 powered by Ensel 4G.
Bound covers long on, and now 3rd man. Delicate change of angle from Joshi. Not working. Well played, Malantha. And fielding could have been a lot better to help the bowler out. It was already...
And again, stand and deliver and holds the pose. That brings up the 50 partnership, dominated by Malantha.
And takes us to the janakpurBolts are the team to watch out for. Look at that. Stand and deliver. Up and over cover. And strikes a post. Handsome and elegant. Lahiru Malantha. I mean, thick and fast.
Fine. Fine and 4. Critchley Lease bowls it at a decent pace. And it's just run off the outside edge away for 4.
That was the angle more than anything. Round the wicket, across the right-hander. And Asif, was that deliberate? Looked to open the face, but didn't mean to get that so fine. But he'll take the result.
Yeah, I think he's looked to just knock that into cover, hasn't he? Just
Didn't get the response.
should be out and is taken, and it's the big wicket. It's Malanta. Michael Leask has done the trick for the Avengers.
32, 82 for 2, and
We need to.
That's in the air. Cries of catch it. And that's been taken. Captain strikes. Asif departs. A ray of hope here for the Avengers. Can they pull things back? This is a big wicket.
He brought himself on earlier. It was in the slot, unfortunately just didn't have the height or the distance, and a good, well-judged catch in the deep. It's going to be a big wicket this. It's the set batter as well in Asif.
That could have easily crashed into the stumps as well. This time, no half measures. And it goes the distance. That's a very fine and a valiant effort in the deep. But when Neesham hits it, it stays hit. That's a big, huge six.
This time as well, instead of slogging it, he held his shape, came down the track, and played right through the line, over the bowler's head. Fantastic shot. Trying to finish this in quick fashion. Finally gets a maximum after a whole third.
to finish this off as quickly as possible. With shots like that, you know that the end is near. Neesham looking ominous.
He knew that the ball turning away from Leask, he just knocked him around. But as soon as the ball spins back into the left-hander, he's going after you.
And also he knew it was
Neesham will go downtown, as he does again. He wants to finish it, he wants to finish it quickly.
this was wider, but Neesham, the man. Yeah, that was a lot wider, and it was also a wrong one. Neesham's got the power and the reach to drag that wide of long on for 6. James Neesham.
No, yes please. 3 in the over. That's as pure as it comes from Jimmy Neesham. Big over, 20.
Carl, left-arm spinner. Harsh Thakur joins the party. 4 over Midon. Midon was inside the circle, looking to attack.
Gee, they're a confident unit, this Bolts side. They've got strikers all up and down their batting order. We thought that maybe there'd be a problem if they lost more than... Neesham looks to finish it and does in style, in emphatic fashion. That one is out the ground. The Bolts are 3 from 3.
Terrific from Jimmy Neesham. We've got to fetch another ball because this is not going to come back. This has gone way out of the stadium, and it's handshakes all around. 3 and 3 for the Janakpur Bolts. Tubudu Dasanaike's team just going from strength to strength, and they're looking a brilliant unit. HD